What up, guys? So as promised today, I'm going to do the review, finally, of the Therion, or not the Therion, the Drone BF from Lost Vape. Give me just a second to get a few things up here. Big thank you to Kringle for letting me use his. This is going to be a shorter video. This isn't going to be the 20-30 minute videos. So I'm pulling up a link here so I can give you guys a price as far as about what this is going to cost you if you can find one, because they are yeah, Andy, I'll probably be back later depending on how everything goes. So this is the Drone BF from Lost Vape. Currently I've got my Tsunami on top of it. Then on Vapor DNA, the box is going for $154.99, but they're currently out of stock. You'll see them going anywhere from $150 to $200, depending on where you find it at. So the Kringle had messaged me a couple months back and asked me about squonk boxes. This is personally, as far as the box goes, one of my favorite squonk boxes on the market. It is a dual 18650 squonk box in the much in the shape of the rouleaus. It's basically the same box that they used to make the Triad, which is another fine box from them. Uses the DNA 200 chip, of course, with the dual battery configuration, makes it a DNA 166. Guys, the box itself is awesome. I have no issues with the box whatsoever. It does exactly what you expect from a DNA chip. That's off a little, and I do mean little, single coil. If I can get it to actually focus on it. It is 9-wrap, 24 gauge. Now, as I said, the box is killer. It's everything that you would expect from a DNA box. There's one downside to this product, and it has nothing to do with the box itself. The weak point in the box, that is the weak point in a lot of squonkers, is this, the bottle. And the reason being, it's plastic. Now, any squonker that you get that you pay under $300, it usually is going to have this. Now, there's a lot of the new 3D printed unregulated squonk boxes that come with the silicone bottles. They fit in here. They work fine in here. Kringle, when you get this thing back, that is honestly what I would recommend doing, is getting one of the silicone bottles because they're really soft. These are a little bit tougher to squonk, and they've got the plastic lids on them. It doesn't exactly give you the best seal in the world, so when you squonk, sometimes you'll notice a little bit come down. It's not enough to cause you any heartache or anything like that, and I've been using it just like this. And it's a really good vape. Really good vape. But that's the one thing I would recommend to any of you guys that are looking into getting a squonk box. Get a silicone bottle to replace the stock bottle with, because that is usually, more times than not, that's going to be the weak side of a squonking device, is going to be the bottle, because most of them, as I said before, especially the cheaper ones, are going to have a plastic bottle, and the silicone bottles are going to be a lot better. Yeah, Ginger Vapes, Drip Factory, Kringle, speaking to you specifically since this is your device, Europe is a really easy place to find squonk boxes from, or the squonk bottles from, especially the silicone bottles, because believe it or not, a lot of the silicone bottles are made in Europe. They have metal lids with metal threading. They give you a better seal around the cap, and they're also a lot softer and a lot easier to actually squonk with. Now, I'm actually planning on turning an old box of mine into a squonk box, and whenever I do, that's what I'll be using as one of the silicone ones. And by all means, you can try the plastic ones. You may like them better than I do, but as somebody who has used the silicone bottles, I'm a little more used to the feel of those, and they definitely give you a better squonking experience from my own use. Sorry guys, messing with my collar. But for any of you that are looking for a squonk box that is going to give you a really good experience out of the box, you're not going to get any better than that right there. The 510 connection sits in the very center of the mod, so your 25, I think all the way up to like 30 millimeter addies are going to look good on it. So no matter what squonk addy you use, it's going to sit in the center. It's not going to have any overhang from the addy. It's just a really, really good solid device. You got metal buttons. You've got the whole brushed stainless plate on it, which I think is really nice. Brushed stainless on the top. It's just a really, really nice device. Plus, you've got that DNA 200 chip, which is a very, very nice chip to have, because it's very customizable, very user-friendly, and all around it's just a great, great device. And even with what I said about the squonk bottles that it comes with, as you can see, I'm able to squonk, I'm able to keep my addy wet. No issues. I personally just prefer the silicone bottles over the plastic bottles. These feel a little cheap, and I was kindly surprised that these were the bottles that it came with. I figured that they would include a better bottle with them, but again, these don't feel the best in the world, but they definitely get the job done. And And the presentation, I wish I would have brought the box to work with me. I actually left the box that it comes in at the house. The presentation is excellent. It's a triangle leather wrap box, which is really nice. But yeah, that's going to be my review for this thing. It is very nice. Does not feel cheap at all as far as the box is concerned. The vape that you get off the box is excellent. And yeah, I think that it can make any squonker happy as long as you don't mind carrying around a bigger device. And like I said, it's about the same size as a Rouleau RX 200 or 200S, just a little bit taller because they had to work the plumbing around the chips and stuff. But I would absolutely, if you want a squonk box that's regulated and you can find these in stock, I would absolutely recommend these. Lost Vape is a great company that have been making really good mods for a long time. If you want a smaller box from them that squonks, they have the Therion Squonker. Or Therion BF, which is a really nice box in its own right, but it's a single battery, 75 watt DNA. Personally, I like the battery life off of these better. Because the original DNA 75 was real bad to throw you weak battery errors. And I've never gotten that from this. I like this better. But at any rate, guys, that's going to be my review because I don't want to start rambling on about anything in particular. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. As always, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Snapchat. If you want to help me to be able to buy mods to do more reviews like this, maybe some of them a little more in depth, go support me on my Patreon. Links to all that are in the description below. And yeah, guys, I think that's about it. I'm going to try to get on here. Yeah, Andy, go ahead. Share my videos wherever you like. I know you had talked about putting my channel into some forums. By all means, if you want to put my videos into some vape forums, feel more than welcome. When you do, send me some links, that way I can see what some people think, because I do like getting feedback so I can change stuff if it needs to be changed. But I do remember the McGregor deal. I've actually told some people about that. But guys, I'm going to jump off here. I've got some work to do out in the shop, and if I have time later on this evening, I will absolutely get back on here. And for those of you that are wondering what time I do my videos, because you're in a different time zone, right now it is 12:17. So here in about 3 hours, 3.5 hours is when I usually get on and do my regular Friday Q&A. So whatever time it is, wherever you are now, at about 3.5 hours, and that's what time I'm usually back on here doing my regular videos. Again, follow me on Facebook. I always let people know on there. And Wednesday, I started letting people know on Snapchat. I'm not going to swear that I'm going to do that every time, but I'm going to try to do that every time. That way you guys that live in different time zones will have a little bit of an advance warning whenever I'm getting ready to get on and do one. So, yeah, follow me on Facebook and on Snapchat. Those are the best two ways to get a hold of me. And if you like what you see, support me on Patreon. And appreciate it, guys. I'm out.